Hello, and welcome to my beginner/returning player guide to PSO2 NGS in 2025. This video will have chapters correlating to the topic that I am talking about, so please feel free to skip any parts you may already know, but I recommend watching the full video to not miss any context or any important details. This video will not be possible without the help from a fellow Alliance member, Machikado Mado, as they helped me build a script to clear any confusion with my own writing. This video will also contain timestamps in the description of the video for returning players who wish to skip the menu and quick menu section of the video. This video will cover many parts of the game. These will be the menu, quick menu, boosts and buffs, quests and leveling, player stats, classes and add-on skills, equipment upgrading, augmenting, EX augments in depth, Fixa in depth, and alliances. At the middle left of the screen there is the basic stats window, which provides information such as the current class, subclass and EX style being used. It also displays AC, SG, Meseta, Genesis points, and mission pass tier. At the bottom of the screen, the following of the menu tabs include items, gear and subpalette, personal, system, tasks and quests, communication, chat, and shop. Important items such as the red drop rate, experience points, try boost, and Meseta boosters are located here. I recommend picking up the material storage to save space for other items in the storage/inventory once you've played the game for a few months. The material storage is important since it can store up to 2,500 items. Only materials items can be stored here, which can range from the NGS items and the base PSO2 items. The material storage can store up to 65,000 of each item, whereas the other storages can only hold up to 999. Important settings and tabs such as streamer mode, campaign items, auto sell and weapon action binding are located here. The options tab can change many things within the game, ranging from gameplay mechanics, graphic settings, camera settings, and audio settings. The chat window is located to the right of the screen and can be adjusted to display only party, alliance, whisper, group, character, system, and all. You can also change where you want your messages to be sent to area, party, alliance, whisper, and group. The auto chat is a feature which can automatically send messages when certain requirements are met, such as activating a photon blast or engaging in other actions, which is located in the system. Tasks and quests can vary in different ways in how they are obtained and rewards given. Main tasks are the story tasks that the game automatically provides to you. Other tasks are located here such as the daily, weekly, limited time, side, and recommended. Titles are another form of tasks that require you to complete certain tasks to obtain rewards, which commonly include SG, titles, and sometimes M Master Cubes. The Mission Pass is a battle pass of sorts which can provide rewards by completing tiers. Completing the daily and weekly task rewards you with Mission Pass progress. 10 of these is needed to go up a tier. Rewards included within the Mission Pass include materials to enhance your gear, cosmetics, and most importantly, personal shop pass and auto sell pass. To upgrade to the Gold Mission Pass, purchase the Gold Mission Pass from the SG shop for 100 SG. Systems located here such as the party commands, room commands, friends list, and alliance commands can let you access or change different settings within these sections. The creative space can also be accessed here instead of going to a Ryuka. The quick menu is a customizable menu which can be accessed by pressing either F2 or F9, which can host a multitude of buttons such as instantly teleporting to the salon, changing your online status, seeing your friends list, and much more. To customize the quick menu, see the yellow text just below the quick menu text to see what button to press. For me, this is Shift. If any of this information is confusing to you, or if you forget any of this, the help section of the settings tab can show you what different sections of the menu mean and what they can do. When wanting to farm materials for various reasons such as gear enhancement, providing player buffs, or to feed the region mag, the open world area is usually the best place to farm for materials. Upgrading a weapon's potential and limit breaking gear will require the following: monotite, dolomite, trinite, tetracite, pentalite, hexacate, and photon chunks. Photon chunks are only for weapon potential. When wanting to multi-weapon, photon quartz is required. Different variants of food materials exist which range from fruit, meat, seafood, and vegetables. These items will also drop with a prefix depending on what mob you defeat or where you gather these items. These range from rich, light, crisp, and robust. A more detailed explanation will be provided on what these items' effects are in the boost and buff section of the video. All of these class options are accessed through the class counter.
Thanks for stopping by.
To obtain skill points for classes, complete cocoons and towers in the open world area. It is highly advised to gather all available skill points before trying to learn a class, as you might not be able to do things that someone else is teaching you, such as active skills. All classes in PSO2 NGS are fairly balanced. Some have higher skill ceilings, some have higher skill floors, some might be hard to understand at first, some might be easy to understand. There is no right or wrong class to play, but it is up to you to choose the desired class to learn or even master. If you would like to learn your class further, I would advise searching people completing or attempting solos of hard boss fights, such as Malignant Darkfall's Vial, as players master their class to complete these difficult quests, and you may learn how to appropriately use photon arts and active skills. Subclasses are a secondary class you equip to gain small bonuses. The main subclasses worth looking out for when wanting to deal more damage are Slayer for higher critical chance, Tector for higher photon blast accumulation, Bouncer for more down factor and extra damage when destroying an enemy part. Some defensive options to consider are Hunter and Waker to tank more hits and Ranger to reduce aggro/hate towards you. It is possible to use the weapon of the subclass, but it loses the main class skills connected to the weapon and the main class damage bonus. EX Style is a new system which acts as a player's third class. Its passive skills provide more stats such as potency, HP, and photon blast reduced cooldown. Its main skills are activated once they are unlocked and when the photon blast and photon blast follow-up attack are activated. Aegis can provide more max HP when landing an attack with HP recovery every max HP gain. Blitz can provide more damage as the enemy is weakened and provides additional attacks when landing a normal attack after the follow-up photon blast. Celeste can increase your damage dealt when an active skill is used or when a focus gauge is consumed. The first active skill or use of the focus gauge will recover a certain amount of the gauge back. And for active skills, the cooldown is reduced by 70% and also gaining the used active skill gauge back by 70%. Add-on skills are additional stats which correspond to a class which can provide HP, PP, photon blast gauge, and much more. Trying to obtain a high add-on skill level without having the chance to roll a low level add-on skill can be done by spending more Meseta and or more class EX cubes. The main skill of the add-on skill cannot go below the highest level you have rolled for within that certain class. Sub-skills, however, can fluctuate levels with no restrictions apart from the minimum level the current roll allows for. To guarantee you are getting the highest level, which is 20, you would have to spend 1 million Meseta and 5 N Master Cubes. 3 saves of the different rolls for add-on skills can be saved per class. Every roll of obtaining add-on skills is random, so you may need to roll multiple times to get the stats you want. The main skills I would recommend to look out for are Hunter, Ranger and Force for the respective potency increase, Braver, Fighter and Slayer for more critical chance. Subskills to also look out for are Ranger's Photon Blast damage up and Tekto's Photon Blast cooldown reduction. There are many ways to boost yourself with a percent stat increase or a boost to red drop rate and many more. The ways to access boosters such as red drop rate is through the inventory and can be applied even during a quest. The most common boosters to use is the 100% red drop rate booster from the NEX Cube exchange in the shop, as you can obtain 10 of them per week. The way to boost player stats such as HP, PP, potency and damage resistance is either through quick food and through the Alliance mag. Both methods are not mutually exclusive and can be used together. Quick food materials have a prefix which indicate the extra boost you get when using 4 or more items with the same prefix. For the most damage, I suggest going for the crisp meat as it gives 10% more potency and 5% potency to weak points. Quests can offer different pieces of content such as farming for materials or defeating difficult bosses, sometimes both. The recommended content window in the menu will guide you to the piece of content that may be best suited for new or returning players to farm gear without feeling too weak where you may feel stuck. Once you complete all story quests or reach the required battle power needed for quests, the current best content to farm are the Altar Realm Exploration Zone and the Limited Time Quest. In the future, the best content to farm levels, gear and materials may change or receive updates to keep up with current content. Please refer to the roadmap located on the PSO2 NGS website. The best way to level up when first starting is to complete the story quest. It is also necessary as it unlocks core parts of the game. Once you complete all story quests but still need to level up to level 110, start by completing recommended content the game thinks you should complete, which can be either the limited time quest or the newest release of a quest. Refer to the PSO2 NGS updates page to see what content will release in that month. Upon hitting level 65, you obtain level 100 Descem units and active weapons according to what weapons your current class can use. These come with a version of powerful augments that have the suffix LC. These give slightly less potency but suffice within current content. Choosing the equipment you want to use may seem slightly confusing at first, given that multiple pieces of equipment can be released over the span of a few months and you may not know what to look for at the moment of time. Currently, the pro-grade units are the cheapest to start off with, but if you seek future upgradability, I recommend searching for the 13-star units called Forged Armors, as the pro-grade units is no longer receiving updates. Currently, the best weapon to look for is the Crest weapons, that can also be upgraded to the Zenith weapons, as they provide the most damage compared to any other weapon in the game currently. The cheapest option to go for right now is the Juflog weapons, that can be upgraded to the Volgan weapons. This weapon can provide increased critical hit rates, reduced PP consumption, damage resistance, and photon blast gauge accumulation. These weapons also have the added bonus of being able to transfer augments onto another weapon for completely free. Once the gear and augments that you desire are acquired, head to the Item Lab Enhancement shop. The tabs within the lab menu consist of Item Enhancement, Limit Break, Add Augments, Augment Transfer plus EX, Augment Potential, Reset Skills, Multi-Weapon, Skill Ring Enhancement, and Exchange Enhancement Materials. Please note that within Unlock Potential, different weapon series have different potentials which boost damage but also has unique effects. Before starting to add augments to the weapon, start by adding EX augments to the weapon, as doing this with augments already equipped will remove them. This is done through Augment Transfer and EX Augment Transfer. Start by limit breaking the items to level 100. You can see the max current level by selecting an item in the inventory/storage, selecting 2, and at the top a number in brackets will appear showing the item's max level. Start by limit breaking the items to level 100. Then upgrade the level of these items to level 100 to boost defense, weapon damage, and unlock augment slots. Then in any order, add the desired augments, enhance the weapon potential to level 6 for the most potency, add a preset skill by using an item named Add Preset Skill Level 1 to both unit and weapon. Desired fixes for units are Orgsys, and for weapons, Fatal or Wix. And multi-weapon to use 2 weapons without need to use or create different weapons. This is a really cost-effective way to fully utilize a class to its full potential. Some weapon series may have an upgrade path such as the Juvolg and Cress. The upgrade menu is accessible through the Item Exchange Shop, Equipment Upgrade 2, Augment Transfer. EX augments are exclusive augments for weapons that cater to certain playstyles, and certain combos of EX augments work in harmony to further boost the player's abilities. These drop from Clearodom and Juvolg weapons. A link will be available in the description of the video, which directs you to an Excel spreadsheet listing all EX augments and the desired combos. Please research on EX augments before augmenting the weapon. Different combos can provide different boosts such as damage reduction, HP gain, and increased potency. EX augments also have a suffix linked to them which can range from D, H, P, R, and X. D provides damage resistance, H provides 25 HP, P provides 3 PP, R provides 5% status ailment resistance, and X provides 15 HP and 2 PP. X is the most sought after suffix for EX augments. EX augments also provide 2% potency floor increase regardless of the EX augments or suffix. A disclaimer before I start this section: the augments I am going to mention can and will be eventually subsided by better augments in the future, as we are currently seeing with the Lowest Health Finale, Terra Trial, and Argent Gigas Master. Please keep this in mind when going to add or change augments in your gear. The most cost-effective yet powerful augments to look out for when upgrading are Lux Health Finale, Blanc Gigas Master, Grand Dread Keeper 2, Giga Trial, and Altia Domina. Most of these augments can drop within the Alta Realm Exploration Zone South Tundra area. The current augments a lot of players use are Radi and Larze augments, but these can be only obtained through the AC support scratch or from other players selling these augments on the player shop. The prices of these augments can fluctuate with availability, but some variants may be cheaper than others, such as the Ward, Guard, and Staff variants. If you don't wish to buy any of these augments, you can substitute them for the Potency DP and Durable DP augments. Different fixes give different benefits, some are more beneficial to have than others. When wanting to upgrade the level of these fixes to a desired level, you want to obtain fodder Fixa items. Keep in mind that when upgrading your Fixa on the weapon or units you desire, the Fixa has to be the same level or higher than the base item being upgraded. Fixa transfer will only work for items that share the exact same name. If you are using a unit that is relatively cheap on the player market, and you don't have more units to spare to make Fixa fodder, search for that unit, but also search for the desired level of Fixa you currently want. This is to do a Fixa transfer to the main gear to save time and meseta. If you wish to create Fixa fodder, I will create a video going more in depth into this topic, but is more suited for experienced players. An alliance is a group that can hold up to 100 players, with each alliance holding different values. Some might prioritize having higher gear level to complete difficult quests, and others may have no requirements to join. Every alliance has its own community of players to join in and to interact with, whether you need help within the game or you want to chill out and talk to others. Joining an alliance can be really beneficial, as playing an MMO like this one solo is not fun in the long term. Alliances can also be the best way to find a party to complete quests or finding new friends. While playing the game for a certain amount of time, you can be scouted by the leader or officer of an alliance to join them too. You can also request to join an alliance through the Communications tab within the menu, and search for currently recruiting alliances. Hopefully by watching this video you have learned about the systems of the game and will continue to enjoy PSO2 NGS. I've always wanted to create a video like this to guide new players into the game, but I could definitely improve in some areas. It is my first time making and presenting something like this after all. Seeing new players turning away from the game because of the progression or other reasons I may have had when first starting motivated me to making this. I started playing PSO2 in 2020 and I was hesitant to play because of the menu system, but by learning the game I have really enjoyed PSO2 and I can't wait to see what the game has to offer in the future. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will continue to support my channel as I make new content.